Siemanko, ja jestem Dwudziesty, witam was w kolejnym materiale z serii Przysiądźmy do Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Moi drodzy, w dzisiejszym materiale zrobimy sobie misję fabularną o nazwie Czarcia SFORA, czyli musimy po prostu odnaleźć byłych towarzyszy Czarta. Jednego już spotkałem przypadkiem w drodze do Kuttenberga, on się gdzieś tutaj czaił w lesie. Tutaj. Gdzieś tu w okolicy był chyba. Tutaj chyba był. Jak mi pamięć nie myli. Albo tu. Coś takiego. I chciał jakąś daninę, że mu zapłacił, ale okazało się, że on jest z byłej sfory Czarta, więc tam jakoś się z nim dogadałem. Nie wiem co dalej z nim, bo gdzieś sobie poszedł. Ale dobra. Ogólnie chcę zrobić tą misję, gdyż zapomniałem, że tutaj w tej grze jest nasz Polak rodak do odnalezienia. I on właśnie należał do tej bandy.
You said you were going to tell me more about the Devil's former band.
Hooray! You looked like you were going to do it right away, but then disappeared off the face of the
Miałem
earth.
ciekawsze rzeczy do roboty.
Only a few fellas out of the whole glorious pack survived the shitstorm, and it's not certain they are still alive. As far as I know, Matthew, Bahuta, Raniak, Janos, and Eder survive. I only know where to
Dlatego Mateusza spotkałem.
and maybe Matthew, but who knows?
Tak, i Mateusz za bardzo nie chce powrócić.
We can forget about him.
Why?
It seems he's taken a liking to robbing and has his own band now. They tried to get me too.
Oh, I told you he was a fucker. Too bad. He could have come in handy. He was good at his trade.
Tell me about Bahuta first. Who is he anyway?
Well, Bahuta, he was always in trouble. Angry as a dog and covered in bruises. He and his brother could drink all the beer in the inn. Just the two of them. Then they would make a terrible ruckus.
It sounds like you three would get along well. But you said his brother was dead.
Yes, he died right before Bahuta's eyes. Not pretty. Bahuta has been acting weird ever since. He dropped everything overnight and turned to prayer. As if he was scared of being next in line.
Where can I find Bahuta?
At the rectory in Grunt, he helps out with the church.
No proszę.
Did you ever see him again after they caught the devil?
Yeah, but there was no reasoning with him.
Do you think it'll be different now?
Look, I don't know. Maybe when he hears the devil's back, he will come to his senses, but I doubt it.
I'll go over there and try to talk him into it. There's no harm in trying.
But be careful. Bahuta was never far from giving someone a beating. Maybe he's still got that in him. It was Slavic who kept him from ending up on the gallows because of a fight. Oh, but he's already with the Lord.
What about the rest of the band? You mentioned more than one person.
Of course. That leaves Janos, Eder and Raniak. I don't know where they are, but I can tell you about them.
Komar to jest ten Polak.
Adder. What kind of nickname is that, anyway?
Oh, that's easy. He's called Eder because he can't keep his snake in his breeches. He's Polish. He does not speak our tongue, so only Janos can speak to him, really. But otherwise, he's a fucking hilarious. And when shit gets tough, he can really handle it.
Do you know where he could be?
I have no idea. But if you find Janos, Eder will be nearby. The two of them are practically inseparable.
Dobra, to gdzie jest Janusz?
Tell me about this Janos.
Janos? He's from Hungary. He speaks like a Tatar, but at least you can understand him a little, unlike...
And how did he get here?
Not at all. He did something back home, had the gallows waiting for him, so he fled to... He was having the time of his life until recently. Wine, women, and song. But now he has problems because people... But if you knew how he can cook, give him a dead rat and half a carrot, and he will cook you with...
No proszę, jaki zdolny kucharz.
How can I recognize this?
Like I said, he looks a bit like a human. He speaks almost like where you talk to him.
Dobra, niech będzie. Jeszcze
Tell
Raniek.
me more about this Raniek.
Raniek has a great aim. Slightly better than... Oh, and that bow of his. I tell you.
How did he get that bow?
How do you think? He won it playing dice. But that was the first and last time. If anyone is really unlucky, but he would not stop if you were to cut off his head.
Do you have any idea how I could find...
Oh, I don't know anything about him. Try asking around at inns where they play dice. It is possible he lost his hose and...
No dobra.
Did you ever see him again after the devil
Czyli
was
trzeba będzie
captured?
popytać
Just once.
grajków
He wanted me
kości.
to lend him money. He did not have any to bet with. But I was skinned and looking for a way either way. I told him to fuck off. And
Milutko. Dobra.
Thanks.
they may sound like a bunch of morons as I tell it, but they will be damn useful.
Dobra, to w takim razie idziemy teraz do tego bohuty. Przejście, przejście. I ten bohuta mówi, że gdzieś jest w gruncie. Tutaj mam włączone zadanie, że muszę wykuć Kordelasa. Wykułem Kordelasa i nie wiem. I jak gadam z Kowalem, to jakoś nie ma nic w zmiance o tym, więc nie wiem, jakby się zawiesiło, nie wiem czemu. Wykułem już 3 Kordelasy i dalej jakby ta misja stoi. Ale mniejsza o to. Śpiący człowiek. Dobra, sprawdźmy to. A, tutaj. O, już nie śpi.
Hey, lad.
Karol Strzałka. O kurde, co on ma we łbie?
What are you doing here?
What does it look like? Resting. I've been lugging these sacks for ages now. So
On ma
I decided
bełt
to take a
w
load off.
głowie.
But I can tell you, it ain't too comfortable here.
Look, you know you have something sticking out of your forehead, right? It looks a bit like a horn.
A horn. Nobody's called it that yet.
What is it then?
It's an arrow. Well, what's left of it, that is. A metal arrowhead and a bit of a wooden shaft. It used to be longer, but I broke it off after I nearly took a wench.
Masakra.
What? An arrow? Like from a bow?
Aye, an arrow. With an arrowhead, a shaft.
You have an arrow stuck in your head. Shouldn't you be, well, dead? I've never seen anyone with an arrow in his head.
Of course I should be. If it was an ordinary arrow, I'd be pushing up daisies. But it ain't no ordinary arrow.
Oh? What's special about it?
Always questions all of a sudden. How about you tell me who you are first? Talking to strangers ain't...
I'm Henry, the son of a blacksmith from Skalitz.
Oh, fuck. I heard about I heard it was real. Well, at least you got out one. Look, the name's Carl. Folk call me Carl Arrow.
Ciekawe
On
dlaczego.
account of...
No właśnie.
How come the arrow didn't kill you then?
Because it ain't.
No dobra, co to za strzała?
Thing is, it's
Zaczarowana.
magic arrow.
Yeah, right.
You don't believe me, do you? Sometimes I get mixed up in, let's say, some confrontation. And sometimes things get a bit dicey. I was always getting beaten up, wounded, battered. But ever since no wounds, no bruises, nobody can hurt.
Well, that could very well be a coincidence.
It ain't no coincidence. It's a gift. This arrow here.
Mogę
Do
dotknąć?
you think it could be taken out? Can I touch it?
If you touch it, I'll rip off both your arms, shove them up your arse, and make you clap.
Wow.
Easy
Ale
now.
twórcze.
Just asking. No need to get upset. You're worried I'd get the magic too, eh?
No, I'm worried that you wouldn't march and step, and I wouldn't like that.
Zajebisty tekst. Masakra.
Why do you think God chose you to be blessed?
Well, I take care of my people. I'm a good person is all.
I understand.
Exactly, lad. A whole year without a scratch. And me and my lads got about enough chat. I've got a proposition for you. You lug one of them sacks here for me, and we can talk some more along the way.
Co dostanę w zamian?
For me. Will I get a reward?
You youngsters is all the same. You should help your neighbour without wanting nothing in return.
True. But good deeds won't buy me an ale at the tavern.
All right, then. If you help him with the sack, I'll throw a few grosh.
Well, I can't let you lug them.
Glad to hear it.
Dobra, zaniosę z nim te worki i wrócimy do głównej misji. Dawaj nagrodę, ty.
Drop that sack over there. But look here. Don't you mind just leading me right into your camp? What if I let slip that you lot are here?
Why would you do that? You wouldn't get any reward for this band of nobodies anyway.
I suppose not.
Thanks for the help, lad. I'm glad you happened by and stopped to talk. Not everyone is willing to help.
I'm glad to be of help.
Here's some ale money. And I wish you good luck in these wild... But now, you should get going. The fellas get nerved. Lord be with you.
7 groszy za toszczenie worka. Dobra, moi drodzy. To by było na tyle. Jest i on.
At your service, sir.
Praised be Jesus Christ.
Now and forever.
Excuse me. Are you Behuta by any chance?
That's right, I am. If you're here to right old wrongs, be my guest. God knows I deserve it.
I don't need to right any wrongs. The devil sent me to see if you would rejoin his band.
He is free, and he still hasn't learned. Anyway, tell him I'm definitely not going back to that life.
I'd like to find the rest of the devil's pack. Do you know anything about any of them?
Just Raniek. It has been a few days since he was here.
O,
What did he want from you?
He was begging me for some coin. He said he had a game in Przytoki, and that he would definitely win this time. As always.
przytoki. Dobra.
Do you know where I could find him now?
Last time he told me...
Dobra, niepotrzebnie o to zapytałem.
Thanks. Why don't you want to go back?
I want to reform myself, to redeem myself before the Lord God. There is no way to do...
I'll be on my way.
Hold on. While you're here, we can pray for the devil's God knows he needs.
Okej, możemy się pomodlić.
Though I don't know if it'll help anything.
Every soul can be reformed if it so desires and sincerely repent. Look at me. I used to kill, drink, spend nights with whores, but I learned that it was the wrong way, and now I'm trying to...
Why all of a sudden?
Come pray with me and I'll tell you. Hey, how did you get involved with the devil anyway?
By accident. It was thanks to Jan Žižka.
So, you know Žižka too. Where from?
It's a long story. But if you came to the devil's den, I'll tell you all about it.
Mądrze, Henryku, mądrze.
Right, but I'm staying away from the drink. It's just not worth it. What do you think of the devil anyway?
No, w sumie Žižce ufam.
It's good to know what he's doing. He knows the devil pretty well.
Žižka is slightly less of a bastard than the devil. I don't know how he can stand him. The ends justify the means, I suppose. When your neck is on the line, you'd better be sure those two bastards are worth it.
Where did you say you wanted to pray?
Right here, at my brother's grave.
No dobra, to modlimy się?
Is that Slavek's grave?
You know my brother's name?
Aye. Kubienka told me about you both.
Aye, we were in the band together. but the priest was kind enough to let me bury.
Was that important to you?
It was. When Slavik was killed and the band broke up, Father Havel put a roof over my head and showed me a completely different life. And together with my brother, I buried my past here and vowed over his grave that I would never harm.
This is where you want to pray for.
Here is where I found reconciliation and peace of mind. Where else should I pray for the devil to...
Let's get to it then.
Miejmy to z głowy.
Start.
Aye, but it's Latin, so listen. Pater noster, qui adventit ad rectum to whom, fet voluminous to seek it, inhale it, enter it. Your turn now.
Ciekawa łacina.
Right. Who taught you that?
I did. I can't read, but
You're saying it wrong. Listen. It goes like this. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Adveniat regnum tuum. Fiat voluntas tua. Sicut in...
All right, I know. Panem most rue.
Panem nostrum et dimite nobis debit et ne nos indu...
Amen. That's all I can do for the devil, so you'd better get go...
Dobra, dzięki stary. Dobra, to idziemy do Rańka, który jest gdzieś w przytokach. Przytoki. Tu są przytoki. A, on jest tutaj. Gra sobie w kości. No tak. Dobra, jesteśmy na miejscu. Coś mi się wydaje, że będę musiał ograć go w kości, żeby dołączył do nas.
Hey, good man! I need to speak with you. Hey!
O co
What are you
chodzi?
doing hanging around here, old man? Are you alright?
Not entirely. I'm Sejezek of Hololawie.
And I'm Henry.
Well, Henry, I'm terribly sorry.
What?
Please don't make it harder for me than it already is, and surrender nicely. I don't want to hurt you.
Chyba nie wiesz, z kim tańczysz, gościu.
Hold on. Maybe we can do this without anyone.
Make it quick, though. My life is slipping away, and the sooner this unpleasantness...
What kind of peculiar rob...
Już?
It's you! We met on the road.
Not so loud. I'm sure we can work something out.
Alright then. But don't think I've forgotten what happened.
Sejezek?
Henry, ambushing people on the road isn't terribly chivalrous. Wouldn't you be more...
I'd have to get my horse and armor back first. Without them,
Someone stole your horse and...
it's a
Nie
long
kojarzę w ogóle, żeby ktoś mnie napadł.
Cut it short. Otherwise you might drop dead.
Until recently, I served in Sigismund's army, but I had a quarrel with the commander. We insulted each other so much that I ended up losing my temper and challenging him.
And you lost.
We each bet our horse, our armor, and my...
No offence, but that was serious stupidity.
You don't understand anything. We were getting supplies in Bechwar, and Zavish had the whole village torched. I was the only...
It was noble of you to stand up for...
Perhaps. But you see the result. No good deed goes unpunished. Now, I'm trying to get enough coin to get my things back. And if I must do something so despicable as robbing people...
And how much money do you...
In truth, I don't know if Zavish will speak to me at...
What if I tried to help you?
You'd do that for me?
I offer.
In
Dobra.
Sigismund's camp. His name is... He's got a...
And
Of course, it's the same as I have on my shield here. If you get my things back from Zavish, come and see me in the...
Dobra. Wiem, co mam zrobić, ale nie po to tu przyszedłem. Oberżysta. Dobra, porozmawiamy z oberżystą najpierw.
I'm looking for someone. His name is Raniek, and he carries a nice bow.
That means nothing to me.
And he plays dice. A lot.
Ja, jetzt gestern hat sich völlig betrunken. Yesterday we some Pole. They were causing a
Polakiem?
ruckus until the morning, and I'm still feeling sick.
This drunk Pole, was his name Adder, by any chance?
Ja, Adder.
O,
Say there's a whole Geschichte behind it.
Aye, I know it.
You should ask the butcher's wife.
komar urządlił żonę rzeźnika?
So where is the local butcher?
If you go to the village from here, the butcher's grown.
I'll go to see him.
You should be careful. The butcher does not like seeing other.
Where can I find this Raniek?
Try asking the man who paid for his losses yesterday.
Was he broke?
He lost a small fortune here yesterday. It looked like he was good, but a bunch of Kerala from Bilani, who also came to play, lent him some coin. I reckon they felt sorry for him.
And do you know where I could find these men from Bilani?
In Bilani.
No, naprawdę.
Thank you for this.
Tut mir leid. My head, if I were you, I would ask the Bilani innkeeper. With luck, you will run into them right.
Dobra,
I'll be on my way.
Nichts zu danken.
wiem wszystko. Chodźmy do tej żony rzeźnika, kurde.
Careful.
Czekaj, w Bylanach ona jest? Orańka w gospodzie. A, tutaj żona rzeźnika, dobra. Idziemy najpierw do żony rzeźnika. Hello, good morning. Jezu, jak się jej oczy świecą na czerwono. Jak diabłu jakiemuś.
What can I do for you?
I'm looking for someone, and the innkeeper said you might be able to help.
Is that so? Who is it?
A wandering man at arms. He's a foreigner, a Pole. They call him Adder.
And the innkeeper sent you to me. How nice of him. As if the whole village didn't know already. Now he's going to tell everyone who just walks by. Who are you anyway?
No skłamie.
Contrary. They sent me to find him. He's a dangerous cutthroat.
Christ, is that real? He's going to murder my old man. He and the other men dragged Ada out of the village, saying they'll kick his ass. But now I'm more worried about them.
And where will I find your husband?
Outside the village, in the direction of Kuttenberg. There's a lone tree in the middle of the field. You can see it from a distance. They
A,
said
tak.
that's where
Idą
they
go
hid
powiesić.
him, so that no one can...
Tak jak było to w materiałach promocyjnych. Ile ich tam
Said
jest?
others went with
Aye. Some
Kilku
men.
chłopów.
How many
Ilu?
of them?
How should I know?
3, może 4.
And did they have weapons?
They're no soldiers.
Siekiery. Dobra.
Ah, that's...
Do you want to murder them all? My old man put them up to it.
Don't worry. I better go and...
Hurry up. I'll be with you.
Dobra, idziemy, kurde. Czas nagli. O! Jesteśmy.
Panie, mój Boże, wysłuchaj mnie. Całe życie mordowałem i ruchałem. Więcej razy paliłem kościoły niż byłem u spowiedzi. Wybacz swemu słudze. Wybacz i pozwól mi jeszcze tylko raz wykastrować tych bezbożnych skurwysynów!
No one can listen to your damn gibberish!
Twoja baba i tak do końca życia będzie pamiętać o mojej polskiej kiełbasie!
I'll shut that gob of yours!
Ciebie i twoją matkę piekło pochłonie. Niech was piekło pochłonie!
Wait! Stop!
A co to za kutas?
twój wybawca.
What do you want? And who the hell are you?
Leave him alone and untie him.
Why would I do that? Do you know what that bastard did?
Urządlił ci żonę, wiem.
No idea. But I need that man alive.
No idea, eh? I'll tell you then.
All right. Tell me.
Kurde, mogę się dowiedzieć.
That whoreson defiled my wife, my Eva, eh? He should be glad we're only gonna hang him. If I had my way, we'd castrate him as well.
That scoundrel belongs to the Lord of Suchdal Fort.
What does he want with him?
He defiled the Lord's cook, 2 maids, the captain's wife, and stole a statue of the Madonna from the chapel, over which he then did all kinds of lewd acts. They're building a gallows for him at Suchdal.
But what about me? I want satisfaction too, or at least compensation.
You want to argue with Peter of Pisek's armed men? They're already on their way.
As you wish, he's all yours. But the cow is mine, and she's coming with me.
No i się udało pokojowo.
Chwała Polsce, kurwy! Jebać go!
He's twitching too much. I have to cut the other end, on the tree.
Jeszcze ten kociochwik mi łeb rozrywa. O kurwa. O kurwa, było blisko.
Wstawaj, komar.
Mać. Mało brakowało. Kimkolwiek jesteś, masz krzepę. Ale teraz to sam bym wpierdolił tym gównojadom.
I reckon you want to know who I am, right? I'm Henry. Henry.
Heniek, a dlaczego ty mówisz do mnie jak do głupca?
Yes, that's me. Henry. I was sent by Dry Devil. He's waiting for you at the Devil's Den.
O, żeż kurwa, Czart żyje? To jeszcze go nie powiesili? Kurwa, patrz, głupim to szczęście sprzyja. Te kiepy niemyte ciągle się z nas śmieją. Kurwa mać, aż mnie świerzbią ręce. Hej, młody, daj mi jakąś broń.
Brony... What?
Broń! Rozumiesz?
A weapon? You want me to give you a weapon?
Tak, kurwa!
Kurde, na co mu
I
broń?
don't need a weapon right now. What for?
No jak to kurwa czemu?
You want revenge, right?
No gdzie tam ja? Spójrz na te gębusie. Czyż widziałeś kiedykolwiek człowieka bardziej miłującego pokój?
If you're playing innocent, you're not doing a great job. I'm not giving you anything. You can murder whoever you want in the Devil's Den, but now we need to go.
Ależ z ciebie jest cipa, wiesz?
No wiesz
To
co?
był Janosz. Ten by mnie tak nie zostawił. A co z Janoszem? Przecież zostawiłem go tam na pastwę losu.
Janos. You mean Janos Uher?
No Janosz! W Myskowicach go schwytali.
You mean Miskovic? Janos is in Miskovic.
Tak, w Myskowicach.
Fantastic. I'll go and get him, and we'll be at the Devil's Den in no time.
Ale do diabła, pojmali go!
He was what? It doesn't matter. I'll find him. You go to the Devil's Den.
No dobra. Ale tylko tego nie spierdol, kurwa.
Spokojnie, dam radę. Dobra, moi drodzy. Uratowaliśmy komara. Śmieszny człowiek. Pozytywny bardzo. Tutaj kończymy. W następnym materiale będziemy kontynuować werbunek członków bandy. Dajcie znać, jak wam się podobało. Zasubskrybujcie kanał i do zobaczenia w następnym materiale. Trzymajcie się, cześć!